Hi, friends. So I wanted to talk about unconventional relationships. And my partner and I were both 1-3 splenic projectors. And if you know human design, you know that this means that we actually need to sleep apart in separate beds, at least occasionally, because our energy fields meld so much when we're together and we also have Pisces placements. I'm a Pisces sun, and I have like 4 Pisces placements. He's a Pisces moon. And we have a true love relationship. We have a soulmate relationship. It's the most amazing, beautiful relationship I've ever been in, and maybe that I've ever even witnessed or seen, because our level of authenticity and vulnerability and fun and play and depth and passion and alignment with our visions and our desires, like for the most part, it's amazing. There are a few things that don't quite match, which are fine for now, but we'll see in the future. Like we also we're also open to the idea that we might not be together forever. Like maybe this is for a time or a place or a phase of healing, because we are definitely healing our deepest wounds together, our deepest attachment wounds and all the wounds, money wounds, all the wounds we're healing together. But we have an unconventional relationship. We're in a monogamous relationship. He was curious about polyamory. I'm not interested. And I've played with it a little bit in the past, and I want full devotion. I want all in, cherishing, full presence, full showing up, and also investing time. I'm a very physical, touchy person. I want sex every day. I want cuddles. I want touch. I want hours every day, which we do, and for the most part, and pretty much on a daily basis, like hours of touch and cuddling, and we call it soulmating instead of sex or lovemaking, because like lovemaking never resonated with me. Sex is just sex. It's way more than sex. So soulmating. But and because he and I like merge so deeply when we're together, it really helps both of us to have periods of time where we don't talk at all and we're not in the same house or in the same country, which we've actually done this twice now. Or three times. I don't know. But in human design, the 1-3 profile is also about making and breaking bonds. And so my friend gave me this beautiful analogy today. She equates love to Velcro. And when and anybody who grew up in, the 80s, 90s, I don't know if Velcro is much in use anymore. Like still like kids' shoes. When you have Velcro and there's a bunch of shit in it, like if there's dirt and like grass and just crap in the Velcro, it doesn't stick. It can't fully meld and it doesn't stick together. And so you have to clear out your own shit in order and heal your stuff, heal everything, not everything, heal your stuff in order to be clear enough on both sides for the Velcro to meld and match and stick together. Otherwise, you end up in relationships where like you have so much wounding, trauma, fear, you know, maladaptive beliefs, whatever, protective beliefs, that you can't fully connect with your partner, and they can't fully connect with you because they've got all of their grief and trauma and wounding and stuff that is blocking that full merging connection from being made, because we are afraid, or we're protecting, or we're projecting. So you got to clear out all the gunk individually for the Velcro to be able to match and go together and meld. But you also need to be able to pull apart when necessary, if necessary, and be your own separate piece of Velcro at times. And so I love that analogy. And that's what my partner and I do. Like, so right now, I'm in Vietnam. He is in Thailand. He went on a 10-day trip to renew his visa for Vietnam, and he's coming back, hopefully. And we're taking a few days off. He's taking like no technology for a couple of days, and I'm minimizing technology. I'm still on technology, but we're just taking some space where we can each of us fully come back to ourselves and to who we truly are without being Velcroed together and in the relationship because it's a challenge. It's a challenge to, at least for me, not having secure attachment and not having any models really of healthy relationship growing up. My parents hated each other. I only really saw them fighting or screaming at each other or shit talking each other. There was tons of animosity and very like no, I never saw them express affection for each other. Uh yeah. So I come from like a very dysfunctional, not ideal background as far as models of relating in romantic relationship. So for me, and as a Pisces, as multiple Pisces placements, and as a projector in human design, I want to merge on the deepest soul levels, and that's my jam. And it's easy to get lost and to start losing, like, well, what do I really want? And what do I want to focus on? What do I want to create in my life? It's easy to kind of just let all that go and end up in bed all day, every day. So it's really good for us to kind of take these breaks apart from each other and just be in our own energy and not attuned to anybody, to each other. I'm attuned to my children still. I have my children here with me, but um and so this is unconventional. Like most people in a relationship, you don't have separate bedrooms and you don't expect to sleep in separate beds sometimes. A lot of people in relationships don't take vacations alone or trips without their partner, like they go together. But it's really nice. It's really nice. And I just want to give you permission. Like, if you have an idea of relationship that's not the norm, that's not standard, like, do it. Like, give yourself what it is that you truly want or desire or feel would be helpful for you because it's hard. It's hard being in relationships in our current society where we're all, we've all mostly got trauma. We've got no good models of healthy relating. And even historically, we're moving into the age of Aquarius, where it's all about the individual coming online in their full power and connection to their own unique gifts in the world and their unique sense of self, and giving those gifts in service to the collective. Whereas historically, it was more about like groupthink and being part of a tribe, or like I think of Italy, where you grow up in a small town and you're with the same people and you just do what your father did, and that's the job that you do. And there wasn't a lot of unique individual expression. And I've lived in Italy on and off over the years, and especially when I was younger, and I dress however I want to dress. And I came from Southern California where you just wear whatever the fuck you want. And in Italy, it was like what are you wearing? Like you need to wear what's in style right now. And it's very constrictive and limiting and heavy. Like I just felt this heavy burden of conformity that I absolutely like can't stand and have never lived as a conformist in really many any ways. But I feel like we're trying to, as humanity, like create a new way forward where we have the freedom from the constraints and the patterns of history and the expectations and the traditions and the burden of carrying stuff that isn't aligned with our truth and our authentic beingness. And then moving forward into this world where it's kind of like, well, what happens if everybody does exactly what they want? And who am I if I don't have to be anybody? What's authentic to my soul and my expression in this lifetime? And a lot of people are afraid of this cultural anarchy. And for me, if you're really connected to your heart and your soul, you're connected to the divine. You're expressing your divinity, so there is nothing to fear. And a lot of people are traumatized and wounded, so they're not entirely able to connect to their soul and their divinity. They're expressing their entities and their patterns of wounding and trauma and pain and perpetuating pain. So I think it's really important for us all to heal right now and do the healing work on an individual level, on a personal level, because then once we're all lined up in our own divinity and like a clear channel for our unique, authentic gifts and purpose and joy, then we can bring that to the world in service to humanity. But until we've cleaned the gunk out of the Velcro and cleared our channel out and healed the woundings that were passed down to us from our families and our ancestors and from past lives, and like there's like so much that people don't even realize is actually real and is holding you back from being the fullest, truest expression of your highest self. But I believe we can get there. Like I'm a living example of this. Like I came from like a very traumatic background, and I've been able to find inner wholeness and inner peace. And I've been able to unblock my creative powers and overcome a lot of darkness and ugliness and pain and grief and suffering. And so when it comes to collective action and changing the world, like most of us know where we want to go. We want peace. We want clean water and air. We want good food. We want safe homes for our families. We want community where we're not isolated and alone and sick. So we know what we want, but we can't get there until we each have individually cleared out and healed the war within ourselves. Like the war outside of ourselves isn't going to end until you end the war within yourself. And not saying not to take action if you're called to action in different ways, like do that. And until we heal the war within ourselves, it's just going to keep coming out externally in the external world. The external world is a reflection of our internal world. All of the darkness, all the ugliness, all the pain, all the brutality that humanity is capable of, I am capable of, you are capable of. And to say that you're not is to deny your capacity as a multidimensional, light, dark human being. So that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm saying is the foundation of changing the world and healing the world is to look in the mirror and be the change. And the change is healing, is coming back together, coming back to inner union, masculine, feminine, light, dark, good, bad, up, down, creating a wholeness from the polarities that exist within us and loving it all, loving it all, loving all the darkness, loving those who are perpetuating darkness because they're coming from woundedness and trauma and entities and energetic patterns that, a good human heart would never perpetuate. And we all started with a good human heart. Every fucking baby comes in a pure good baby. There's no evil babies. There's like babies are very different, but they're all this open basis of love and joy and laughter. And then we get all fucked up and traumatized and programmed with these patterns, with the pain body. So going back to unconventional relationships and healing, you do what you need to do to heal whatever is still broken within you. Heal the ways that you still fight yourself. Heal the shame that you have inside of yourself for different parts of you. Um, yeah, that's what it comes down to. And so I feel like we all have our own unique healing path. And so it's like, what is calling to you? Is it meditation? Is it coaching? Is it learning about some esoteric thing? Like let yourself follow that path. And I do holistic transformational coaching. I do human design readings. That's one of my modalities. I do somatic therapy. I do a lot of different things, but I'm here to help. And if you need help, if you're feeling stuck, if you want to change your life, if you want to heal that war within and find peace in your body and come home to your body, reach out, book a free session. I offer free sessions. I know this is a long meandering video, but I'm here to help. And I see the vision of the future that is possible, and I'm living it. Like I'm living in that future vision of what's possible in life, in love, in following your dreams, in living your dreams, in getting everything you've ever wanted, in being a light in the world, in healing darkness. Like it's possible. So an open invitation, contact me if you would like to work with me. And I hope that this day is just filled for you with peace and joy and a connection to your heart and your spirit and to the divine and the greater that is behind and underlying this whole crazy fucked up game that we're playing. Because this is a game. It's not a battle, it's a game. Being human is a game of the divine pretending it's human and going through divine amnesia and going through the horror show, the fucking horror movie that is what we're living in a lot of the world right now. And it's all divine. And the darkness is made of light as much as the love. Like you can't see light without darkness. And they're one thing. And if we can just get back to that holistic oneness within ourselves, then the world becomes one externally. Okay, I'll stop talking. I can talk forever. I love you. Bye.